what's the most valuable thing that every small business owner or every salesperson has?
Well,
time, right? And so what we end up...
I'd rather get to know over the phone.
Yes. So what we end up with is this conversation with folks who are like, well, the mistake I made, I'm not landing deals. What do I do to fix this problem? Well, let's start at the very beginning. Number one, how are you finding leads, right? And to your point earlier, prospecting is not sales.
It's not.
Right? Prospecting is a function of producing leads that turn into appointments, turn into a sales process. Right? So create a distinction between those. If you cannot and will not, then you're going to say, I'm great at sales, but I hate prospecting.
And I always work with people like that. Like, set the goal for prospecting is different than setting a goal for sales.
Correct.
So your success as a prospector is maybe getting a business card that's actually accurate. It's the person that you're supposed to talk to. And maybe that's your success. At least then you can set your brain and say, you know what? My day wasn't a complete failure. Yeah, I've got all these cards. I know these are the right people. Now I can go to my next thing and set a goal like, okay, out of these 50 cards, I want to get 5 that invite me in. Because then when you go out the next time, you're going to be like, okay, now I got to switch my mind off and say, I'm just here prospecting. And prospecting means collecting cards, getting the right numbers, and making sure it's the right people. So make it a game for yourself.
Well, and really, most of the folks who are listening to this are cleaners. Right? Or we've worked...
Or they think there's a magic... I was in a class, like we're talking about, and it was a franchisee, and his exact words are, I want to sell. How much is it? How much do I charge people by how big the building is? That's exactly what he said.
Yep.
Is it like flat rate, or do I like do square footage? I'm like, that's not sales.
No, it's not. I mean,
that's quoting.
That's sending out proposals. You're exactly right. And I would say that, just like when you're cleaning a building, right? You've got, how do I clean a toilet? And you need to be the best damn toilet cleaner in the industry, right? How do I clean a sink? Now I've got to be the best sink cleaner, right? And how do I mop a floor? How do I clean? All of those things are the methods within the actual process. So now we take all those methods and we create a process so that we know the routing to clean.
Yeah.
Why? So take that, put it in your head, and then say, okay, how do I sell? How do I bid jobs? There are all sorts of methods that have to be completed, and completed well in order for you to accomplish a sale. And so we get into this thing, we start unpacking like how do we bid jobs and all of this, and so like even with us in Las Vegas, there is no anyone on YouTube who's doing what we're doing right now that's like, and here we go, and this is what you do, and this is how you can make millions of dollars selling, janitorial services. I mean, I'm going to use some foul language, but those people are completely full of shit, right? I mean, there is nothing going on here.
No, they're selling. They're
selling
you.
They're selling you to make it seem easy, but the reality is that if you're not good at prospecting, you don't get leads. If you are not good at making phone calls, sending emails, doing follow-up, you're not going to get appointments. Once you get an appointment, if you don't qualify the person before you go out there, then you're going to end up in a lot of bad appointments. And if you do qualify them and you go to the appointment and you don't have a good process on how you're going to do that, then and identify pain, you're not going to get them to take you seriously. Then we get to a point where we do building inventories, we do, the bidding process, we create a proposal, and then we present, which is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it's a whole nother thing.
Right? So it's not Matt, tell me what the secret of sales is. Greg, tell me what the secret of sales is.
Like, what can I say to get $100,000 a month?
This is what you can do. Take your job seriously. Okay,
we're going to trade like Matt's saying. Take your trade seriously.
Yes,
it's. Does Amazon sell anything? People are like, no, they don't. Other sellers sell it to me. No, what Amazon sells is you don't have to get up off your couch. Yeah. You can order it right now, and it will be here in 1 to 2 days.
Right.
That's what they sell, and that's what's putting them that's what's putting Target, Walmart, all these people is pissing them off.
Yeah.
Because now you're not coming in to buy anything. So what are we selling? We're selling a clean building.